Good morning, folks from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today, as you requested, I'm gonna do not a full review because I believe I need more time with this fragrance. As you can see from the title, it's gonna be the legendary Jaipur Homme from Boucheron. All right. So what's gonna happen today is I'm not gonna talk about the details like when it was released, the history of this perfume, as well as the notes and everything that is enlisted in Fragrantica. But I'm gonna put all the information from Fragrantica to the comment box below so you can read. All right. When I'm gonna do the full review, then I'm gonna talk in and out of this fragrance. Okay. So just want to let you know my initial thoughts on this fragrance, and I think this is a masterpiece. All right. So you guys wanted to know what's my take on it because many people haven't tried this fragrance, and but they always see this, they see like push it on Jaipur everywhere. Jaipur, Jaipur, Jaipur. What is this Jaipur? Many people say Jaipur, so Jaipur. So I'll tell you what's good or what's bad and everything I got so far from this fragrance. Okay, so a little bit history, but before that, I want to show you the box quickly. So this is the box, and I'm sorry that box is a little bit up and a little bit writing here. This is an old box. I'll tell you why it's like that. Right? It says Jaipur the EDT, and this is 100 ml bottle. It's made in France, I think. Yeah, and then I got this from people asked me where I got this. This is Perfume World, Bangladesh. That's where they had this last bottle, vintage bottle, I think. This is 2012, right? So this is a French company, I think. Yeah, made in Paris. And then there's like some information. There's like nice golden ribbon goes on. It looks like from far it's like a niche bottle that you open it like Tuscan leather or Tom Ford bottles rather. Yeah, it looks like that, but it's just normal cup, normal bottle box. And there's like B for Boucheron. So yeah, pretty nice. So it's standard, nothing fancy, just like a very standard light box. So the bottle itself, it's like, I don't know, it's depends on people. Some people find it tacky, some people think it's weird, some people find it odd, some people find it very, very like a masterpiece, right? So this is the EDT bottle, and there's also 50 ml, I think, and this 100 ml. This is 100 ml. So I wanted the bigger bottle because the good fragrances you're gonna be using a lot of it, right? So it's gonna finish so fast. Like my Dior Intense was a mistake, 50 ml. I didn't want to make any more mistakes. I always go for the big bottle now, right? So it comes with this sort of like temple like feel. So it looks like a handsome gentleman, or sometimes with a turban on top. So it's like an Indian man, Sikh man, and I think the Punjab area they wear the turban, right? So Punjabi people they wear turban. So it looks like a turban to me. Same. Like I have one other bottle from Jaipur, but this is like more like a miniature. I'll show you what I mean. So they have the standard yellow and then blue, right? So this is Jaipur. No, this is Boucheron Puram. And you can see the similarity between the color patterns, right? So I'll talk about this some of the time, but yeah, I have two babies now from Boucheron house. So it comes with this blue sort of top, and the cap is like this, and it doesn't look so pretty because I'll tell you why also. So this one you take it out, not it's one of the worst ever caps, it's like one of the shittiest cap ever. Rather prefer it like this. All right, so comes sprayer is all right, not bad. It doesn't give out so much. Sprayer is all right. So the juice color looks kind of sexy, like a yellowish vetiverish, but it's not a vetiver based scent. It says Jaipur Homme Boucheron EDT, and here it's like an eye, just like the Azaros Chrome Legend. That's sort of a cap, and this is like the bottle like this. So sprayer, let's go see the sprayer. All right, okay, my sprayer today now behaving well. So yeah, great sprayer. If it's behaving well, it's a great sprayer. So for the cap, I'll tell you why this is the shittiest cap and why the bottle is like this. This is a 2012 bottle, and Bangladesh, some of the shops, good thing about it is many people don't know about those shops that much, and then some of the vintage bottle actually you can find in those shops like a rare gem. Like if you're looking for La Nuit de l'Homme, suddenly you find La Nuit de l'Homme like a vintage edition 2011 or 12. So this was one of them, and another one I found is vintage, is Gucci Puram 2. If you guys want to see the thing, one of the things here, it actually says, it's from the older batch. I'll do a full review of that later, but this is also sort of like a good juice. This is one beast mode juice. Problem with this is when I found the box, this is beaten up like anything. People wrote like batch code and whatnot. I don't know what the hell they wrote, and then it's like a bit older, but it's okay as long as the box is there. I don't mind. And the cap, when I took it out, at first initially it wouldn't come off, and it would move this thing, and it's really really painful for such a high class fragrance. They made a shitty system. If this one gets broken, I'm telling you, if the sprayer gets broken, this juice is useless. all right, unless you have a backup sort of like a, this decant bottles or something. Otherwise you're screwed, all right. So the cap is a very poorly built cap, and there's no weight to it. And the thing is, it all came off when I pull it out. The three piece inside, this golden one, the blue one, and inside there's one other piece in the white one. I think it's not glued properly, so it all came apart. It just fell apart and got broken, all right. So I was a bit disappointed, but it's okay. The juice is the most important thing. But I had to super glue it just to make it last, like to stick together. And that's why I don't like doing such customization, which is nasty. But now it serves the purpose. And I put sort of like a like a sort of like glycerin or something, just to make it easy going. Otherwise it's very difficult to take it out. So I'm just telling you now, it's like snug fit. You can take it, pull it out, but I don't like to play around with it. So for the bottle design, everything, I like it. It's unique. It is very standalone, and like Guerlain, like Shalimar, they have this like legendary bottle design. So this is one of the legendary bottle designs, so respect to it. But this cap I'm not fan of. All right, so 10 out of 10 for presentation. All right, so for the smell, all right, as I told you, I'm not going to talk about notes. What does it smell like? It smells fantastic. Let me tell you right away. This smells like money. This smells like high class. It has that opening, that standard like Boucheron, they have this opening of citrus, bergamot, bit spicy, manly. This one has it too. When I smell the Boucheron, Puram, I get the standard sort of like a lemon, a lot of like a spicy, like summer based scent. But this is not a summer based scent. This is a winter scent. All right. So what I get initially is that citrus blast, which goes away very, very fast. The rosemary, whatever is up top, it goes away like 5 minutes. Then it starts getting into the beautiful side. So the thing is, first of all, longevity is damn good on this. I don't know, I'm not quite sure about the newer bottles. That is like the version of Jaipur, the newer one. All right, Jaipur actually is a city, by the way, from India, and this one is supposed to represent that, right? So when I didn't know about anything about perfumes, I used to think this house is from India, like Jaipur, but then I know it's a French house, right? So yeah, interesting. So it's a city that like the fragrance that represents the city Jaipur. I haven't been to Jaipur, but I would love to. So I don't know if this smells like Jaipur, but I think Frag Boy Stewie, he said this one reminds him of the Homme, all right, EDP. Also there's the EDP version of this, right? And then there's a women's version also. So EDP is much more depth. It has so much depth, and I'm gonna get that too sometimes if I find it. But this one is the real magic, by the way. So projection for first 2-3 hours, it projects like so beautifully. All right, I'll tell you. Initially, when I bought this the day, right, I wanted this for a very long time. Like I couldn't think of, like some days I thought like I have seen this bottle around, but I'm not sure if I want it. Because why? Because I have smells like the dry down it's similar to Lamal, Versace Dreamer, not same but similar vibe. La Nuit de l'Homme, if Narciso Rodriguez, the EDP, the dry down Chanel Allure Sport, bit powdery. Then I'm like pure malt also, sometimes it reminds me of pure malt on the dry down. So I was like, do I need this? Because I smell this. My girlfriend brought me the strips. She bought pure malt that day. She bought Boucheron. I think few other bottles that I wanted, Bentley, and I really liked the thing on the paper. But I was like, it's beautiful, but it's not that unique. But in the end, I ended up getting it because I think this is a must-have. All right. So the longevity is this very, very good. And even the summer, it's not a summer wearing, but in the summer days, I got more than 8 hours on my skin. Forget about the clothes. It's more longer lasting than that on clothes. And winter, I think this baby is gonna perform easily 15 hours plus. All right. So that's longevity and projection. If you keep your hand away, even like you don't smell this fragrance. One thing, don't smell this fragrance from very close. Like it's not gonna smell good. Like Chanel Allure Sport, Au Extreme, and this exactly same. This is nice when you smell it from little far like this, or if your hand is like on the table and you're sitting, if there's air conditioning and air breeze blowing, it's gonna catch your nose. Your nose gonna catch the smell. You're gonna be like amazed. You'll be like, who smells that good? It's you who smells that good. All right. So for projection, very good. After 3 hours, it comes very close to the skin and acts like an EDP. Very weird. This is an EDT. So what I get from this top is citrus blast and a little bit rosemary as peppery kick, and then goes very nicely tonka, vanilla, sort of like sweet. I think it's a lot like Versace Zeros dry down. That's sort of a dry down, if you know that one. So it has that vanilla musk not sure, musk. It has like that sweet white chocolate-ish bit of cardamom. I wouldn't say this is a barbershop smell. Even though it's powdery, it's not that powdery. It's just enough, tad powdery, just to make it classy enough. All right. Another thing is this one feels like, I don't know. There's something I want to tell you. Like, if you have some Indian desserts, like I would call it rasmalai or something. I don't know. They use that very sort of like a milk that is very rich. Like I don't know what you call that. Is it masala milk or something? It's like almond milk. Yeah. So that's sort of very rich, sweet, powdery, sort of like a milky vibe. I get it from that on the dry down. So some people, it's a turn off for them. You guys don't like that powdery sort of effect. Avoid this, right? This is for people who are having the mature nose a little bit, who have been wearing perfumes for a while, who is like 25 and up, sort of. I don't like to put age to restriction, but many of you youngsters who want to try this on, you may not like the dry down, because I have seen recently someone didn't like Chanel Allure Homme Sport Au Extreme, which was very unbelievable to me because I thought that is the safest fragrance in the world, but turns out no. All right, so this is a bit mature, and this is for people who have come across from those basic aquatics, and then slowly going up towards the classier ones, bit more Midnight in Paris. If they like Midnight in Paris, if you like Midnight in Paris, you should blind buy this. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you don't like Midnight in Paris or any of the Dior Homme Intense or La Nuit de l'Homme, or you don't like Chanel Allure Homme Au Extreme, avoid this by any means. All right. So this is not young scent. All right. But if you are a distinctive gentleman that you want to smell like different than other people, and you want to be noticed, you definitely can go for it. So the smell, it stays pretty like beautifully on your skin, and it's like La Nuit de l'Homme. It develops beautifully with time. More time passes by, like Lamal. Let me show you. I just keep talking about. I don't know where my La Nuit de l'Homme bottle is. Ah, God. Well, okay. I don't know where my La Nuit. Oh, it's here. Sorry. So these babies are all for winter. Same with Jaipur. So this kind of fragrance, you have to know how to wear it. All right. How many sprays with this? I'll go only 2 to 3 sprays maximum. You don't need a lot of it. Less is more with this fragrance. All right. So this one develops over time. More time passes by, you're gonna see it's coming out from that harsh or bit rather strong powerhouse sort of opening to a very like a gentle evening wear and very classy. It goes more classy with time. If you're going for high class dinner, steaks, or even the office boss, if you're in the air conditioned room, every time you pass by people, every 2 hours, 3 hours, you're gonna smell more pleasant with time. That is the specialty of this baby. That's what I got so far. I cannot stop sniffing this. I just spray it on my skin every now and then, and it gets better with time. All right. So this is one of the most formal, up class, and serious fragrances ever. Why is this a must-have for me? I'm not saying it's a must-have for you. All right. If you excuse me, if you love manly, little bit more serious and playful at the same time, but this is not clubbing scent. All right. This is not 1 million type of scent. So you keep it in mind. And this is not very high heat sort of a scent, but you can wear it absolutely. All right. If you're a collector and if you're looking for those must-have, unique, like sort of like what do you call iconic fragrances, this is one of them. All right. So EDP, definitely, I have smelled EDP. It's much more intense, but where the original legacy starts, that's where I want to start my collection. So maybe after this I'll get the EDP. I have maybe end up getting a full bottle of this one once I finish it. So for compliments, winter days, this is more like a, I would say you can wear this day and night both. All right, nighttime is nice after the sun goes down, but if you're wearing this like in a winter time, people gonna notice you. People gonna think you smell fantastic. All right, I'll do a full review. I'll tell you what else I get from it to dry down, but it's more like a vanilla and tonka sort of dry down for me, and very linear, but at the same time it gets better somewhat. Linear gets better. Very nice fragrance. All right, very up class. I love this fragrance, and I really crave for this fragrance for a very long time. Well worth it. The money you spend, it's in the higher side. I think you have to pay around 6,000 taka, around there, which is like, I don't know how much it translates to. I think maybe $60 or so, maybe around $60 US dollars in Bangladesh price. But I cannot assure you you're gonna find a vintage bottle. You can find the serial batch code somewhere here. I don't know where it is. Oh shit, yeah, it's here at the bottom. All right, so you can key it in the check fresh. You can check if it's vintage or recent formulation. All in all, you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. All right, but this is a winter fragrance. Once again, or autumn or fall, it's gonna work beautifully, right? So my longevity of this, I'm gonna give this 9.5 out of 10. Beautiful longevity. Even the EDT, it's like a beast mode. Projection 3 hours it projects, which is very rare for any of my other fragrances. So very good, 10 out of 10. All right. Compliments. This is not a hated fragrance. All right. Even if you don't like it, people love it on you. All right. You can notice it, other people can notice it on you. So compliment factor, very good. The Hall of Famer. This is a Hall of Famer, guys. All right. To me, initial impression also. I've been doing research for a long time. This is Hall of Famer. All right. Should you get this? No, not a must for you. For me, it was a must get. I had to buy this, right? This is one fragrance I would wear for special occasion, special dinner, special nights. If I'm dating, you know, your woman, if she's classy, she's gonna hold your hand, and when you take a walk in the cool, breezy evening, this is gonna be the most romantic scent, one of them anyway, right? So this is very romantic scent, and it doesn't smell like if I say India, if you think of subcontinent, smell like, you know, garbage, dustbin and whatnot. No, 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 no. This smells like the good stuff about Asia. This is the best of Asia. That's all I can tell you. Thank you guys for watching. I know it ran a little bit longer, but I had to talk about these aspects, all right? And I ended up getting this, and I think this is a gem. Take care, guys. Have a nice day. Do let me know what you think of this fragrance. Bye bye.